So last year I did a video on the Samsung Smart Monitor M7, declaring it the best all-in-one that you could buy. I personally loved how, apart from it being a monitor of course, it also doubled as a smart TV. And if you didn't have one, a standalone computer of sorts. Of course, a year later and the smart monitor market is even more competitive, but Samsung is stepping up its game with a solid update. Hi, I'm MICHAELJOSH, your gadget matchmaker, helping you find the right smart device for you. This is the Samsung Smart Monitor M8, and in this video, I've partnered with Samsung to check it out. When it comes to looks, the new Smart Monitor M8 is a huge leap in design compared to last year's model, trading typical black monitor styling, if you will, with something more sleek and chic. Apart from white, the M8 comes in some fun pastel colors: blue, green, and the one I have, pink. It's designed to look good wherever you put it. I love its ultra slim bezels and its super slim profile, 11.4 millimeters at its thinnest point. You'll find the color of your choice along this band on its chin, as well as its stand. And if you turn it around, you'll notice a herringbone pattern on its back side. So even if that side faces you or people walking into your office, it still looks pretty. I also like its height adjustable stand. It can go from all the way up here, about 6 inches from your tabletop, all the way to down here, with about only a 1.5 inch clearance. I don't think I've ever seen a monitor dip that low, which is perfect. So for example, I can use this monitor stand I got from GroveMade and still have the monitor at eye level, which is always important to keep in mind because it's important to maintain proper posture. The other day, while writing the script, my friend Henke called me up and saw this monitor in the background, and like a lot of my friends who love tech, he had questions for me. He wanted to know what my favorite feature of the M8 was. And without skipping a beat, I quickly flipped my camera around to show him this. While one might think that the Smart Monitor M8 has a built-in webcam, it's actually detachable. This is the Samsung SlimFit Camera. It comes bundled when you buy the Smart Monitor M8. It has magnets built in, so it magnetically attaches to the back of the display and connects via these pins over here. It's such a simple yet brilliant idea. I love being able to just snap it on when I need it, but also take it off when not in use, so my setup stays minimal. If you're worried about privacy, it also has a lens cap that by default is magnetically attached to the back of the camera. And in case you're curious what video quality is like, here is a sample recording. How do I look like? Let me know down below. Because I work from home, even if I have a notebook computer, I love being able to use my MacBook Pro with a monitor. But as a lot of you have probably figured out, the biggest problem every time you use a laptop and monitor is that when your laptop is tucked away, you also lose your webcam. The SlimFit Camera solves that problem. It attaches to your monitor, not your computer, but your PC or Mac will be able to recognize it just fine. When you use the built-in Google Duo app, the SlimFit Camera also supports face tracking and auto zoom, so you're properly framed even when you move about your space. By the way, there's also no need for an external mic either, as the M8 has built-in mics also. We can talk about all the potential places you could put a Samsung Smart Monitor M8 later, but first, I want to talk about something that sets a Samsung Smart Monitor apart from its competitors. The device runs the same smart TV operating system you'll find on any Samsung TV. So for example, when I turn on my Samsung The Frame TV, it looks like this. And when I turn on the Samsung Smart Monitor M8, it looks like this. Notice how similar they look? So basically what I'm saying is that with its 4K resolution and support for HDR10+, built-in speakers, and Wi-Fi, if you think about it, not only is this a smart monitor, but it's also a 32-inch 4K smart TV also, complete with an ecosystem of apps and services integrated. No need for an Amazon Fire Stick or something similar. With the M8, you can download all your favorite streaming apps like Netflix, Disney+, even Apple TV+. Speaking of, some streaming apps only let you stream up to full HD when on a PC. The M8, because it offers a smart TV experience, lets you enjoy streaming content in true 4K HDR. One more thing, like any Samsung TV, there's also Samsung TV Plus, which offers plenty of free channels. Monitors come with many different aspect ratios. This one is extra wide, 16:9, so not only can you fit in a lot of windows when you're working on a computer, you can also properly fit widescreen movies and TV shows with little to no letterboxing. You know, those black bars that show up when you're using a squarish display. The M8 ships with this remote control, which is an all-new design. It's nice and slim. It has dedicated buttons for some popular streaming apps and charges via this USB-C port on its bottom. Apart from watching TV, you can also play both PC and console games. The M8 has a 60 Hz panel, but you can optimize performance by turning on game mode. I guess now is a great time to talk about what you can connect to a Samsung Smart Monitor M8 and how. Let's start with ports. There's power to USB-C and micro HDMI. I usually connect my Mac via USB-C using the bundled C to C cable, and then I use the bundled micro HDMI to HDMI cable to connect my consoles. So whether you have a PS5, Xbox, or Switch OLED, you're good to go. Of course, for an even cleaner setup, you can go wireless. On a PC, that would be settings, system, display, connect to a wireless display, and on a Mac from the control center, just click screen mirroring. If you own a Samsung phone like my S22 Plus, you can either display what's on your phone, just tap your phone on the bezel, and you will get this prompt to start casting with tap view. By default, multi-view will be enabled so you can mirror your phone and do other things on the other window at the same time. From your Galaxy smartphone, you can also launch into Samsung Wireless DeX to use your phone as if it were a desktop computer. Now, wireless connectivity isn't just limited to Samsung devices. In fact, the Samsung Smart Monitor M8 supports AirPlay, so if you own a Mac or an iPhone or iPad, you can do the same thing, just in a Apple sort of way. Even more impressive is the fact that you actually don't need another device to get work done on the Samsung Smart Monitor M8. No phone, no PC, no device, no problem. The M8 is powered by Samsung's Tizen OS, and apart from built-in Wi-Fi, you can pair a keyboard and a mouse via Bluetooth. It also has Microsoft 365 built in, so you can open Office documents stored on the cloud and work on them without needing a computer. And using Samsung's Easy Connection app installed on, say, your work computer, which you've left at the office, for example, you can remotely access that computer right from the smart monitor. Of course, you can't have a smart device without a smart assistant. On the M8, you get two options. You can either use Amazon Alexa or Bixby. Since I already have Alexa set up at home, I could easily ask it to do things like, Alexa, turn off the grow lights. Or ask about the weather. Alexa, what's the weather like?
The current weather is 11 degrees Celsius with showers. Tonight's forecast has rainy weather, with a low of 8 degrees.
If you choose Bixby, it will also be available when the display is off. Hi Bixby. Turn on the smart display. By the way, I've got a bonus chapter for you. You see, Samsung sent me the pink Smart Monitor M8, and because I don't have a lot of pink accessories on my desk or at home even, I asked Chai's help to help me style my desk for this video. Chai brought a few things over, and I purchased a few accessories on the internet so we can breathe new life into my desk at home just like spring does to the air. At least, Eventually, it will. She brought these books with pink covers by French philosopher Simone de Beauvoir, among some other favorite reads with complementary colors. She put these white roses in a marble pot, added her snake plant in this planter that I actually gifted her last year, and modified my Lego flower bouquet just a little bit, removing some of those flowers that clashed with her color palette. I figured she needed new hardware, so I picked up this white keyboard and mouse from Logitech, the MX Keys Mini and the MX Anywhere 3. And just like that, my desk now looks completely different. While I'll admit it's not my usual vibe, it is a nice change, and sometimes all you really need to do is change your desk or what's in front of you to change how you feel about work. So going for lighter pastel colors like this makes working from home feel like the first blooms of spring after a long, dreadful winter. The Samsung Smart Monitor M8 is available now. The pink, blue, and green colorways retail for $729.99, while the white one is $699.99. And if you want to pick one up, check out the links down below. And that was the Samsung Smart Monitor M8. If you like videos all about upgrading your work from home setup, then we have a series that's coming up real soon that you don't want to miss. Make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel if you haven't already, and while you're at it, click that bell notification so that you get notified as soon as we upload. Follow me on social media for all the behind the scenes fun stuff, and as always, for news and updates, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm MICHAELJOSH. Thanks for dropping by.